Howdy, everyone. How are y'all tonight? Happy Sunday. Thanks for joining us on our opportunity call tonight. As you can see, I'm already ready for bed, y'all. This is how I work Plexus. No makeup, glasses on, shower, and ready to rock and roll. So I hope you are in your PJs too, so we can have a little pajama party together tonight for about the next 30 minutes and fill you in with tons of information and some awesome testimonies from some girls that I get to call my friends. They're my friends. So a little bit about me, just so you know. My name is Jill Renfro. I am an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. I am also a third grade reading and writing teacher for 8 more alarm clocks. Yep, that's all I can tell myself. I have 8 more alarm clocks and 8 more drives as Mrs. Renfro. And because of Plexus, I am able to retire from teaching under the age of 30. Like, what the what? This is crazy. So we actually have quite a few teachers on the call tonight who are teachers, and we've got some mamas on the call tonight. So you get to hear from some working women, some mama women, all kinds of things of how Plexus has changed their lives from the products to the opportunity. So before we get going tonight, I am going to read our disclaimer. The opportunity of a lifetime is brought to you by independent Plexus ambassadors, and it is not sponsored by Plexus Worldwide. Plexus Worldwide wants you to know that the results you may have heard are going to vary from person to person, and we do not claim to cure, treat, or prevent any diseases. Well, now that that is out of the way, I am going to go ahead and jump.
Hey y'all, I think Jill's internet, we're having some technical difficulties, but that's okay. But I wanted to go ahead and introduce myself. I'm also helping host the call tonight. My name is Allie Day, and I'm a senior Ruby ambassador with Plexus. And like Jill, I was a teacher. I taught school for 3 years. And Plexus changed my life. And I'll get to share more about that later. But we're so happy to have you tonight, and we want to take that time. So that's good. I'm excited to share all about Plexus with you.
Oh my gosh, is that my internet?
I think so.
Okay, so disclaimer again, if you did not know, I live in the country, and when the wind blows, everything fails. So Allie's my backup plan. Okay, so sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and write on this. I don't know what you heard or what you didn't hear, but we're just going to pretend you heard what you heard, and we're going to get going on tonight. So I'm going to introduce our first testimony this evening, and she is a rock star of all rock stars. Very excited to have her on this call tonight. She's a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. That means she has reached the top of the top. Her husband is a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. He has reached the top of the top, and she's doing it again, and she'll reach the top of the top again because she's just that cool. Like, seriously, I've gotten the opportunity to chit chat with her and pick her brain a little bit and just kind of love on her, and she is just a doll. So I am super, super excited to introduce Tara Castaneda, who is a Diamond Ambassador. Let's see if I can unmute her and let her go.
Hey everybody, can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Well, yeah, my name is Tara Castaneda. I'm a Diamond Gold Ambassador. So once you reach the top, you can start all over, like she said, and I'm kind of moving up that way. So it's super exciting. The opportunity that Plexus affords you is just incredible. So I wanted to share, or I've been so gratefully asked to share my story of how I got started and a little bit of the business side. So I started Plexus, let's see, last January, two Januaries ago, January 2015. And it was my mama who shared Plexus with me. She is the one that told me about Plexus. I saw a picture of her online, and I said, "Mom, what are you doing? You look awesome. You look happy." And she said, "Plexus." I have a master's in business, and so I was pretty skeptical at first. I was like, "Oh, Lord, what'd you get sucked into? What are you doing?" And so I researched the products, and I researched the company, and the more I looked into it, the more I was like, this is something I want to do. Now, granted, I was only interested in the products at first. I really wasn't all that interested in the business side, and here's why. I had just had my first baby, so she was just about 3 months old at the time, and I was staying home with her for her first year, knowing that I'd have to go back into the corporate workforce. So really, I didn't want to do anything. I also didn't really understand network marketing, and I just thought I'd always just have to go back to the corporate field. So initially, really wasn't interested in the business, but I signed up as a wholesale ambassador because it was the cheapest way for me to get my products. So it just made sense for me. Well, after a few days even, I started noticing differences. A few weeks passed by, and people started asking me what I was taking. They noticed that I was happier. They noticed just things about me that they wanted to know what I was doing. And so the business part found me, actually. And I didn't know that I needed it, but I did at the time. I had found myself praying for something to not only help with my health in various things, but I was praying desperately for something to help my family financially. We were down to a one-income family because I was not working at the time, and money, it was really tight. Some months I wasn't sure how the money was gonna make it till the end of the month. Some months it didn't, and but I just prayed for something to help us, and I didn't know what I was praying for, but it was Plexus that came to me. So I thank God so much for it. After I started sharing with some friends and sharing on Facebook, sharing my journey, my friends and family asking me about it, I actually found myself making more than I was working full-time with a master's degree, just after several months. Now, it took some effort, it took some consistency, but it was an opportunity that I was like, wow, this is real. This is life-changing and very real. And it's something that I feel like not only are the products incredible, and they are a testimony in and of themselves, but this opportunity really could change some lives. It was certainly changing mine. So after a couple of months of my husband seeing some pretty nice paychecks, he was like, okay, tell me a little bit more about this. Tell me a little bit more about this. And we kind of got a game plan together and decided, okay, let's really try this and see. My goal was to be able to stay home with my daughter and not have to go back to work. And I achieved that within 6 months of sharing Plexus. And I said, wow. Okay, by my 13th month with Plexus, I ranked to Emerald, which is where you get a Lexus, you get annual trips to Hawaii, you're making a really nice income. Jill, if you want to be more specific on that, I'll let you take on that. But it was incredible. And at that point, my husband said, okay, we have a really solid business under you. How about I try this too? And I was like, okay, let's do this. So we did it together, and by the time that I had reached my 2-year mark, I was diamond and he was almost sapphire. And so he went diamond in a year and I went diamond in 2. And just to kind of explain to you what that means as far as our family, I was able to retire at the age of 29. And for my husband's 31st birthday back in October of last year, I was able to retire my husband. We are now both stay-at-home parents with my 2.5-year-old and my 1-year-old little girls. We are able, if I could just explain to you the freedom that we have, it almost sounds too good to be true because I feel so lucky and so blessed. But we get to wake up and take the girls to school together. We get to snuggle with them in the mornings. We get to we get to go to lunch every day if we wanted. We get to go to the park every day that we wanted. We work when we can on our phones at night. It's in the nooks and crannies of your day. If I was able to get to Emerald with a newborn and then I got pregnant. So I was a full-on pregnant mama with a 1-year-old at the time, working Plexus, getting to these ranks. And then I was able to get to diamond with a newborn and a toddler. Y'all, if I can do it, anybody can do it. That is some challenging stuff there. But as far as the financial side, we now make more in a month than we did in a year combined. So that the way Plexus has helped us is it's not just helping us, it's not just helping our kids, but we are able to affect generations down the line. We're able to purchase our dream home in the next year. We are able to book vacations like that if we want to, which is kind of what we recently did. Jill, I saw that you did the same thing, right? But David and I were feeling really nostalgic about where we honeymooned, and so we just decided, you know what, right after Vegas, let's hop on a plane and go to Punta Cana. And so we were just able to do that. The freedom of time, the freedom of financial just blessings, the lack of financial worry that we have, it's just been unreal. So this opportunity truly is unreal, and the sky is the limit. But I encourage you to check it out. It has really been life-changing, not only for me, but for so many of my friends. So yeah, that's a little bit of my business story.
Thank you, Tara, so much. Oh my God, I had no idea that you joined Plexus from your mom or like heard from it from her. That's so cool. Because I heard from it from my sister, so that's really neat. That's awesome. And yes, Tara is so right. Like the freedom of it is something that is just mind-boggling. Like she said, her and her husband stay-at-home parents. I have the opportunity in 8 more alarm clocks to be just Jill. I'm not going to be a teacher anymore in 8 more alarm clocks. So Tara, we appreciate it so much. Your story inspires me like above and beyond. You are like my starstruck mentor, Plexi lady. I just love you, girl. So thank you so much. Go get back to your kids and go enjoy the freedom. Mwah. I will see you in Vegas. Bye, love.
Bye. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and continue tonight. Like Tara was saying, this opportunity is huge. And she touched a little bit on being an Emerald Ambassador, and that is what I am. I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus, and that means I get the free Lexus. I've earned the Hawaii trip. I'm going on to Vegas. Like I just said, see you in Vegas. We've got so much stuff we've got going on, and a 6-figure income. And that's something people don't like to talk about a lot is money. But you know what? Money does a lot in our lives. Money brought my husband home from the oil field when I didn't want to miss him any longer. And we didn't want to ride that roller coaster anymore of ups and downs or if he's going to lose his job. And the oil field, you know, it's rocky. And we got out of that. And Plexus, because of the income, is retiring me under the age of 30 from being a classroom teacher. Because I want to do more. I want the time freedom. I want to have kids one day. I don't want to be locked down. Saying last night, my husband and I, literally, we were listening to beach-themed music because it was sunny outside, and we both just said, oh, we missed Jamaica. We went there on our honeymoon. We grabbed a computer right then, and we booked the trip. That did not happen before Plexus because we were strapped. We were strapped. It's been such a blessing, not only financially, but also for health-wise. I've lost 30 pounds myself on the products. I, tonight, have no makeup on, and that would not happen pre-Plexus because Sister Girl had cystic acne and was on 4 medications for it. It's like I was Picasso in the bathroom every single day with my makeup. It was crazy. I had awful stomach and gut issues, so my overall wellness of my body was not where I needed it to be under the age of 30. I was feeling like I was this old lady who depended on caffeine and naps to get going, and I counted down the hours until it was time for bedtime again. And you know, the freedom of like what Tara was saying is amazing. Right now, I am in my t-shirt and my boxer shorts. I just got, you know, I'm all on natural right now. And I like to do things like this, these calls live, looking like this, because it shows you I don't get dressed up to go to Plexus. I'm not in all my fancy dids over here. And it's something that easy. I can squeeze it in the nooks and crannies of my life. And you're going to be able to hear about that from some more opportunity, some other opportunities of women tonight. But we would not be here if it wasn't for the products that are amazing. So I'm going to introduce our next testimony tonight. Her name is Lindy Danford, and I would never have met this sweet lady if it wasn't for Plexus, like ever. I met her through a friend, so she's a friend of a friend, and now I claim her as my friend too. I absolutely love her. The products have changed her life, and she is a teacher as well, so we have a lot in common. So I'm going to unmute Lindy. Lindy, are you there? Uh-oh, let's see. Let me see if I can hear her. 1 second. All right, Lindy, there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now. I can hear you.
Shining and glaring. Hey, I'm Lindy Danford, and like Jill said, I am a first grade teacher, and um, I'm the type of person that I have tried everything in the world to lose weight, and it wasn't happening because I wouldn't stick through it. I was lazy, and I didn't want to do it. And I was teaching last year at a different school, and I was watching my friend Charity, who is our mutual friend with Jill. And so, I was doing my thing, and she was doing Plexus, and I was like, she's losing some weight in some inches. And so I was watching her, and I started asking her some questions, and over the summer I kept watching her post on Facebook, and I thought, I'm interested. And so I joined in August of 2015, and didn't tell my husband because I didn't want him to say, oh, great, another thing. But you know what? Like I've told Charity, I have found my forever thing. I love Plexus. The natural energy I get as a teacher. I have 2 kids in college. I have a 7th grader at home. I'm a busy mom. We are involved in sports. I love the energy I have. I have found I'm in a better mood. I'm a happier person. And this girl right here used to take 3 to 5 Dr. Peppers a day. That's bad. And now I might have 1 to 3 a week. Okay. Last week we had our VIPS brunch, and the teachers got to afterwards, and nothing looked good. It was all donuts and kolaches and great looking breakfast casseroles, but nothing sounded good. My sugar cravings have diminished. I got fruit. Okay. I'm drinking way more water than I used to. I just can't tell you how happier I am, how more confident I can be. Because I never like to talk in front of adults, and look what Jill got me to do tonight. So I just love it, and I love to share it with others. Just the sleeping better. I don't know. I feel like I'm repeating. I love it. I have a passion for it, and I just want everybody to feel confident and happy and healthy like I am. So that's it. Short and sweet.
Thank you, Lindy, so much. And you're doing fabulous, friend, fabulous. So, I mean, like she said, the Dr. Pepper and the energy and the things that she's feeling, amazing. Oh my gosh, that is life changing right there. And like she said, that to be so shy and to come out and to be bold and to be able to share in front of people, that is huge. So it shows you, the confidence in yourself that you have. Our community in Plexus is so awesome. I absolutely love our community, the people that we get to meet, the people we reconnect with, and the people we become closer with. And one person in general that I have become so much closer with is my best friend, Allie. We were close to begin with, but you know what? When you get to work with your best friend, like legit work with your best friend, it's pretty awesome. We got to work together at a district when she taught here in the Bryan area. And I cried the day that I drove away from her because I said I will never get another coworker as good as her again. And she knows that, and I have the opportunity to choose who I want to work with. And my power partner in this whole thing is my best friend, like my life person besides my husband, her. So I'm really excited to turn the call over to her tonight. And it's really fun to work with your friends. It's just so awesome. So I'm going to turn it over to her tonight, and she's going to talk to y'all a little bit about some more testimonies and products.
Hey guys, it's so true what Jill said. It's so fun to work with your friend. It's just like, I don't even know. It's like a party all the time. I'm just having a ball. I want to go ahead and take this opportunity to share you guys hear another testimony. I don't know. I saw her camera come on a second ago, all these technical difficulties we're having. But Lindsay is somebody who is actually one of my sidelines. She's also on Jill's team. And we asked her to share her story. So I'm really excited because this will actually be my first time to hear it as well. So Lindsay, when you're ready, go ahead.
Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I am so happy to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me. When Jill asked me to do this, I was like, what? You want me to do that? So I was a little nervous, but I prayed about it, and man, that's what I've been doing this whole journey is like going to the Lord, and He has shown me so much with Plexus. And So I'm really excited to share it with y'all. Here, I'm going to turn this microphone a little bit. So I started Plexus almost 2 months ago. Next week will be 2 months. I've started my journey. So it hasn't been very long, but it has already changed my life so much. So much. I am a kindergarten teacher. And if you're a teacher, like all of us on this little call here are, we know that it is tough at the end of the year. And my kindergarten babies, they need me to be the best for them. And I've been able to do that with Plexus. It's given me energy. Whenever I start my morning, I used to get like coffee, and I would put lots of sugar and lots of creamer and all that jazz in there. And now I don't even need my coffee anymore. I just get up in the morning, I get my pink drink, and I hit the door, and I'm excited for the day. So I go to my classroom. I have energy throughout the day. My kiddos, like I'm able to keep up with them. I've got 21 little 5 and 6-year-olds, and they love me, and I love them, and they need me. So it has been wonderful for me as a teacher to be better for them. And then when I come home, I can be better for my husband too. I'm the wife that, I want to be and that I need to be. I come home, I want to cook, I want to clean the house, do laundry. We went to the golf course a couple of Mondays ago, which I would have never done on a Monday. Nope, nope, nope. Like never, ever, ever. And I wanted to, and I felt good while I did it. Like we're doing things outside, like during the week, which I would have never done. I used to would come home, get on the couch, watch TV, and then move my body into the bedroom and go to sleep. And I feel like I've gotten my life back in that area for sure. So I'm sleeping better at night. I used to be that sleeper that was like tossing and turning like a little bouncy ball, y'all, like all night long, waking up every couple hours, not being able to go to sleep. Like it was just awful. And I didn't realize how much it was affecting me, but it was. And so now I'm like getting a deeper, better quality of sleep. And I'm waking up feeling rested. Like I wake up when my alarm clock goes off and I'm ready to, start my day. My mood is enhanced, so I feel happier. Like I'm normally, pretty positive person. But what some people didn't know about me is like things would just like, I don't know, bother me all the time. Like just like little like I would just feel so down for no reason, like feel like crap for no good reason at all. And since Plexus, I just feel like a happier version of me, like a better version of me. And I'm loving this version of me, guys. I used to eat candy like, a candy eating crazy person. Like I had candy in my desk drawer at work, and I would like reach for the chocolate at 1 o'clock, or I would, reach for some Skittles or some Sour Powers or something with sugar in it. And I don't do that anymore, y'all. I do not have any candy in my drawers no more. And when we go to a convenience store, like not long ago, my husband and I were on a little trip, and we went into a gas station to get like, a Gatorade or some water, some candy, something to keep us on the drive. And I didn't even want any. Like it didn't even sound good to me. Now I crave apples and oranges and all kinds of really, really good foods that we should be eating anyways. And when I do eat those foods, like bigger foods that, we want to go out to a restaurant, we want to eat, or we want to cook something good at home or eat some pizza because pizza's good, guys. I vote for pizza because pizza's so good. But I don't eat as much of it like I used to, which is awesome for me. Instead of eating like 4 or 5 slices of pizza, because I would, and that's terrible. Now I'm only eating like 2 little guys, just 2 slices, and I feel full. And like Sundays after church, we go to my grandparents for, my grandmother's house for lunch, and she is like the best cook in the world. And she had pork chops and gravy and mashed potatoes and all that good stuff. And I only ate like half my pork chops, half my macaroni. She thought I was sick, y'all. And I was like, no, Nanny, it's just this Plexus, girl, I'm telling you. My family sees the change. My husband sees the change. It is wonderful. I'm fixing to be done here, but I used to get headaches almost daily, y'all. Like I got headaches a lot. And I've only had like 1 or 2 little headaches since I've started Plexus just 2 months ago. And that is huge for me. Huge, huge, huge. The last thing I want to say is the restroom. Oh my gosh, y'all. That's kind of been the biggest thing for me is restroom relief. I had struggled pretty much all my life as I can remember with only being able to go to the restroom like once or twice a week. That's terrible, y'all. Like, that's horrible. But I could never go. And when I did go, it was always bad, like no bueno. And after like day 7 of my triplex with my probiotic, killing all that funk and junk, and then taking my bowel cleanse, I started going to the restroom regularly every single day, every morning. And it's not like oh my gosh, I got to go to the restroom. Like, it has been like, oh, I'm going to go to the restroom, like my normal, regular routine. And again, my husband and I were traveling, like I said before, and I kind of thought, well, maybe I should go to the restroom. And we were in a McDonald's, and I went into McDonald's, y'all. I would have never done that. Like, I would have been like so anxious about it, so scared. I don't want to do that, embarrassed. But I didn't. I didn't even care. It's natural. We should go to the restroom. So I'm going to the restroom every day like I should, and it has been wonderful, y'all. Everything Plexus has done for me, I want to shout to the rooftops. All these products we're taking are natural, and they come from God's green earth, and He wants this goodness in us, and I am getting that in me. So I'm so, so thankful that I watched Jill for so long, and I finally decided to take the leap of faith because it has been one of the best things I've done. When I started, I signed up for $34.95 to get that wholesale ambassador price, and guys, I already made that back 14 times. This last month, Plexus paid one of my student loans for the month. That's humongous. So it has done so much for me, and I'm so excited and so looking forward to all the wonderful things that it's going to keep doing to me. So thank y'all so much for letting me be a part of this. I loved it. I love y'all. And God bless everybody. Yay.
Thanks so much, Lindsay. I loved hearing your story. I can relate to a whole lot of it. Being a teacher and into the school year and all of that. So thank you so much for sharing. We really appreciate it. Taking time out of your night and on a Sunday night too, right? Like crazy teacher life on a Sunday night. But y'all, these stories that you heard, I mean, these are real people, right? And I really what I want to do is I want to kind of touch on some of our most popular products because I know you're probably curious. Okay, what are these products? I mean, these people are telling us that they're so amazing, but what are they? And so I'm really going to focus on 3. And usually I have my like bottles sitting right here, but I just forgot to grab them with the technical difficulties, but that's okay. But the first product I want to tell you a little bit about is Plexus Slim, and it is the pink drink. It's probably what you see the most of, okay? And it comes in a crystal type packet, and you shake it up in water, and it is not a meal replacement. It's just something that you add to your life every single day. Shake it up and drink it one time. And 30 minutes before breakfast or lunch, your preference. There's not any crazy rules. You just drink it. And what it's going to do is it's going to regulate it's going to help your blood sugar stay at more healthy levels, okay? So instead of your blood sugar spiking and dipping all day, as you are eating and drinking different things, your blood sugar is going to be more stable, okay? And when your blood sugar is more stable, so are your hormones, your lipids, your cholesterol, your blood pressure, all of that is going to be at more level, okay? So your body is just going to feel more regulated. It's going to feel better, okay? And you're not going to have those crazy cravings. You're not going to have that 2 p.m. crash, I got to have a Snicker bar feeling, right? There's no caffeine in this product. So it's really just regulating your blood sugar. And you just feel great. And it's not something that it will keep you up all night either. And that's what's awesome as well. It really just helps your body be at normal levels. And it's also going to help your body to burn fat, not muscle. Because we all want to keep that muscle and we want to burn that fat, okay? So that product is called Plexus Slim, and it's the pink drink. The second product I want to tell you about is called ProBio 5, and this is probably my most favorite product because of what it does. It's a probiotic, and most people I would say everybody needs to be on a probiotic, but most people are familiar with probiotics, and they agree that they need to be on one. Probiotic is going to help balance out your whole flora in your gut. We get sick and then we take antibiotics and it kills off the good and the bad flora, and then we get out of whack because we eat food with shelf life that has chemicals and junk and fungus and all kinds of stuff. And so our guts just get all out of whack, okay? So that probiotic is going to help put that good stuff back in. But here's the thing about our probiotic. It has an enzyme in it that actually is able to go in and kill off the fungus and the junk in your gut, so that it's not sitting in there anymore. You can imagine just, junk and fungus sitting in your gut. That's not good, right? And so it helps kill off that fungus and yeast and toxins and get it out. My favorite kind of way to describe it to you is you think of your gut as a fish tank, and it's dirty, okay? Because like I said, we eat food with shelf life. We eat food that has all kinds of things that our bodies were just not made to digest. So you have this dirty fish tank, and what a lot of people think they can do is they can just dump out the dirty water, like change their diet. And don't get me wrong, I think changing your diet is great, but they think that's all they need to do. Just change my diet. If I start putting good stuff in my body, we'll be good to go. So if you pour clean water into that dirty fish tank, what's going to happen? Well, we know that water is going to get dirty pretty quick, right? Because the fish tank was never clean to begin with, okay? So what this probiotic does is it goes in and it scrubs your fish tank. It gets it clean. It gets all the junk out. So when you pour that clean water back in, you're making that lifestyle change. You want to eat healthier. You want to exercise. Your body is clean and fresh and ready to take that on, okay? All that toxins and yeast and junk can cause all kinds of issues. And for me, it was causing me to have struggles in my mental health, because there's a strong connection between gut health and brain health, okay? Google it if you aren't familiar, okay? But this probiotic has been life-changing for me because it's gotten my gut healthy. When your gut is healthy, you're also going to have less cravings. You're also going to, not feel as tired. You're going to sleep better at night. And so our probiotic is truly one of a kind, amazing. Really challenge you, if you are somebody who takes a probiotic, take the opportunity to compare these two, because I will tell you, people are blown away by this probiotic. The third product I'm going to tell you about is the final product, and it works so well with Plexus Slim and with Probio 5 is BioCleanse, okay? And I know people hear the word cleanse and they get real nervous and they're thinking, oh my gosh, that I can't handle that. Okay, well, I'll tell you, when I first started taking this product, I was a teacher. I could not be running to the bathroom every 5 or 10 minutes, okay? So don't be worried about that. It is a light cleanse. It's not going to, send you running to the bathroom every 5 minutes. But what it's going to do is it's going to partner up with that probiotic, and it is going to help your body literally cleanse itself. Get the stuff out. You need a clean colon, okay? That's so important. I forget the amount of pounds, but I know I've seen it so many times that there are like several pounds of junk inside our gut, just hanging out, inside our colon, just hanging out, and it doesn't need to be there, right? So when we are regular, kind of like Lindsay was talking about, when we're regular, our body, we're just going to feel better, and our bodies are just, that's just how they were made. We're made, 3 cars go in the car wash, 3 need to be coming out, right? So that's what our bodies need to be doing. So these 3 products together, Plexus Slim, Probio 5, and BioCleanse, come together in a combo called the Triplex combo. And it is by far our most popular combo because people love it. It works. It's amazing. It helps people feel amazing and healthy and helps them reach their goals. It's just a great combo of products, and it's really getting to the root of the issues, and that's why I love Plexus. I was somebody who, on my health journey, I'd tried this, tried that, did all of these different things, this diet, that diet, however many days, and I didn't ever feel like I was getting healthier. I was making progress, but I reached a point where I was exercising 4 to 6 times a week. I was eating clean, no processed foods. I was declining invitations to go over to people's houses for dinner. I was just like obsessed with exercise, and I still felt the same. I was still exhausted. I was still stressed out. I still was really moody. And that's just not the way I wanted to live my life. I could never have dinner with anybody. I could never go out on a date with my husband, right? Because the restaurant doesn't, cook that food that I need to eat. And that just, I just felt so frustrated. And so I love that with Plexus, I was able to get to the root of my health issues. And now I have a balanced life. Yes, I still love to exercise. And yes, I absolutely love eating healthy. But I'm able to go over to a friend's house for dinner and they can, fix spaghetti or whatever, I'm able to go out to dinner and have a nice dinner and not feel like I'm going to fall off the bandwagon, okay? So Plexus truly is so different, and I hope that you can hear in us, in our passion, our excitement, that there's so much opportunity, not just with our products, but with the business. So I want you to think, I want to challenge you to do something. As you tune off tonight and head on to bed or whatever it is you're doing for the rest of the night, I want to challenge you to think about who you know. Hey, who do you know that would love to just have some more energy, right? Who do you know that would love to be able to lose some weight? Who do you know that would love to be able to avoid the cookie plate, the donuts in the morning? Who do you know that would just love to have better digestion? I know my husband, men in general, like, oh man, I don't even want to go into all that, but it can be some major health issues just concerning their digestion, right? Who do you know? Who do you know that wants to be home with their babies every day? Who do you know that really could use an extra $50 a month, right, to just get the bills paid? Who do you know that would love to bring their husband home from the oil field and put their kids through college, buy a new car, pay off debt, give, right? I really want to challenge you to think about who you know, because this opportunity and these products truly have changed lives, and I believe that anyone and everyone can benefit from Plexus. My whole life has been changed. I am 25 years old, and I'm self-employed. I work for myself, and that is something I never expected. My next rank, Senior Ruby Ambassador, my next rank is that rank that Jill's at Emerald. And as a teacher, you never think you're gonna be able to bring home the bacon, I guess what you could say. And Plexus has allowed us the freedom to buy a home, for me to quit my job at 25 years old, for me to have time freedom. And I value it so much. The week that I actually quit my job, my aunt was put into the hospital, and she didn't make it. And while that time in my life, I look back to it, and it was such a sad time. I think about the time that I was able to spend with my family. My mom came in from out of state, and the time that I had to grieve, the time that I didn't have to go and leave a classroom full of kids to go and cry when I needed to cry. That's time freedom, and to have my husband and I are able to give so much more than we ever imagined we could, and that's financial freedom. And I know in my heart that so many people, they go to bed at night and worry about finances. They worry about their health. And I know Plexus could help. So that's why I shared. That's why we are all here on this call sharing, because we know it can help someone. And so like I said, I want to challenge you to think about who you know. And I want you to think about, what if this could change everything? Thank you so much for spending your night with us. We hope that you're blessed this week, and we hope to hear from you soon. Y'all have a great night.